Larger. So let's start off with an opening. Gee, I wonder what it could be, eh? No idea. I am a little sad though because these are the last 3 light novels of A Sentence of a Book Lover that you can get before pre-ordering. So basically once I finish these 3, I'm going to be caught up and then I'm going to have to wait for things to come out. But yep, that's what they are. A Sentence of a Book Lover. This is Part 4, Volume 9. That's the last of Part 4. Part 4, Volume 8. And Part 4, Volume 7. So, I'm excited to get to these. But for now, let's talk about some manga values. But before, sorry to sidetrack. There was one thing I was thinking of. It's like, I'm really enjoying this series. And if I hadn't switched over to like manga and light novels, I would have never enjoyed this. It's like, because I used to buy comics and I started off with what was nostalgic for me, like the old Batman's, House of Mystery, stuff I read as a kid. Later on, I went into, like, when those appreciated in value, it's like gambling, right? Like, once you win, it's like, oh my god, they went up. So you kind of, like, start to speculate a little bit. And I wasn't crazy. I wasn't one of those, people shelling out hundreds and hundreds of dollars on comics. But I was buying stuff for covers, and if I thought they would go up, and it's like, finally, it was the great epiphany. Like, this is crazy. It's like, if you want to either A, just go down to the casino, or B, invest in mutual funds and whatnot, right? So these are for enjoyment. These are for reading. And I've really been loving Ascendance of a Bookworm. And I would have never really taken a chance or read this if I hadn't, like, just sort of abandoned just, like, buying pretty covers and comic books and actually wanting to enjoy my stuff. So anyway, let's take a look at expensive manga again. I'm happy to report that this week we actually had, especially 2 collections were like really big dollars. They were $800 and $1,200. But let's start with the one that got away. Honorable mention number 1 for collections, Kendachi Case Files, volumes 1 through 17, was listed at $1,299. Best offer accepted. This was from Tokyo Pop, 2003. Honorable mention number 2 is one that always skirts around the edges of the top collections, so I thought I'd put it on this time. It's Nabare no U, volumes 1 through 14, went for $412.49 US. That's from Yen Press, 2009. Honorable mention number 3, if this had been a complete collection, it would have made the top 5, no questions asked. But as it is, it's only most of the collection. It's missing some of the most valuable volumes of it. It's Rave Master, volumes 1 through 25 and 29. So those 26 books still went for $460. And that was from Tokyo Pop, 2003. Honorable mention number 4, Tsubasa Chronicle Reservoir, the omnibus edition. So these 10 books went for $500. Kodansha, 2014. And the final honorable mention, the one that almost made it, The Wallflower, volumes 1 through 36, $501.22. That's from Kodansha, 2012. All right, let's get into the top 5 collections. And for collection number 5, 4, and 3, you're going to notice a definite trend because they're basically all the same book. Berserk, volumes 1 through 41, went for $512.93 US. That's from Dark Horse, 2003. These are the original manga. Honorable mention number 4, Berserk Deluxe Edition, volumes 1 through 13. These are all sealed. $520. That's like $40 a book. Dark Horse, 2019. At number 3, it's like deja vu all over again. Berserk Deluxe Edition, volumes 1 through 13, $596.28 US. It's almost $46 per book. Conventional wisdom would say that the originals, Berserk's volumes 1 through 41, the manga, would be worth more money, but I've got to say, like, these deluxe editions are really tipping the scales in their favors. They do tend to go for a little more money than the volumes from 2003. Okay, now here we go with the two big collections. Number 2, we've had it before. It's only 8 books, but when it goes for good money. Sugar, Sugar, Rune, volumes 1 through 8. 8 books went for $800. That's like averaging $100 per book. Del Rey, 2005. And finally at number 1, yeah, we've had this one before, and it's a big dollar collection. There's no doubt about it. It's Boys Over Flowers. Volumes 1 through 36 went for $1,199.94. Viz Media, 2003. Okay, here we go with the top 10 singles, but as usual, 5 honorable mentions. First honorable mention, first time I've ever had it on the list. This is Castlevania. Volume 1 went for $69.99. Tokyo Pop 2008. It's interesting, Volume 2 of Castlevania also went for $59.99, so quite respectable. Honorable mention number 2 is an oldie but a goodie. The Panorama of Hell, first print, $87. Honorable mention number 3, we haven't had one of these for a while, but it's Tenjo Tenge Volume 6. This is the 2-in-1 full contact edition. Went for $90. This is from Viz Media 2012. What confuses me is when I go into Amazon.ca, because of course I'm in Canada, this is listed for $21 Canadian, so actually get it for cover price. The one you can't get for cover price, gosh darn it, is Volume 8. And that's the one I really want. Let's get on to honorable mention number 4. Now, I had this collection last week, and the 8 books went for $197, but here we have Wolfsmund. Volume 6 went for $93.75 just by itself. Vertical Comics, 2015. And finally, honorable mention number 5. Don't tell me it didn't happen, McMahon. I was there. It's We Were There, Volume 15, $100, Viz Media, 2012. Okay, here we go. Top 10, and there were ties, let me tell you. There were ties. But let's start with what's tied at number 10. Vagabond, Volume 37, went for $109.99. That's Viz Media 2015. What's interesting to me about Vagabond, I mean, this should have like the final volume premium, and it does. I mean, $110 isn't exactly pocket change, but Volume 36 is worth a lot more. What is tied with at number 10, and we've had this one many times before, it's Yu Yu Hakusho, Volume 18, $110. That's from Viz Media 2009. Speaking of had it before, at number 9, Ubelblatt, Volume 10. This is sealed. Went for $119. That's from Yen Press, 2018. We have a tie at number 8. The first one is One Piece, Volume 1. Gold foil edition. This is a first print. $120. Viz Media 2003. Also at number 8, speaking of deja vu, it is Vagabond, Volume 37. $120, Viz Media 2015. At number 7, I don't know if we've had this one. I think we've had different volumes, but not exactly Volume 7. This is Phoenix by Osamu Tezuka. Volume 7, $140, Viz Media 2006. There is also a Volume 4 of this that went for $100, which is also pretty darn good as well. At number 6, we have this one quite a bit as well, actually. It's Trigun Maximum, the Omnibus, Volume 5, went for $145.99. This is from Dark Horse, 2014. There's actually a 3-way tie at number 5. The first one, at number 5, Rave Master, Volume 32, $149.99. That's from Tokyo Pop, 2009. So what is tied with at number 5? Blackjack, Volume 13, $150. This is Vertical Comics, 2011. Not all of the Blackjacks are worth this much money, but a lot of them are quite valuable. And finally, at number 5, Trigun Maximum Omnibus, Volume 3, and I just love Millie in this particular cover, $150, Dark Horse, 2014. At number 4, no stranger to the list, see it all the time. Triage X, Volume 4, Comes out to $160.39 US. Yen Press 2013. What's interesting is that number 3 is also Triage X, but this time it's volume 5. Went for $170.42 US. Yen Press 2014. I'm going to put up a lot that sold this week. As you can see, this lot without those 3 books went for $100. Any of those 3 books, 4, 5, or 7, always go for more than $100. So, and number 2, Naruto, Volume 1, the holographic gold foil edition. This is number 3,648 of 5,000. Went for $200. This is from Viz Media 2003. What was kind of striking to me, this is the exact same price as the Yu Yu Hakusho 1 in 5,000 went for last week. It also went for $200. And finally, at number 1, boy, I haven't had this one for a while. I remember when I started out, way back when, I had one of these go for huge dollars, but you really don't see them sell very often. It's Jormungand. Volume 6, $375, Viz Media 2011. I think I'll have to give Jormungand the thumbnail this week. These suckers still sell for big bucks, this Volume 6. Alright, let's jump into the spreadsheets. I'll put up the collections. It's a shame that Kendachi Case Files was the best offer accepted, but I'm used to it now. Wow, Sugar Rune's just blowing me away, but a lot of that is because it's a Del Rey title from way back in 2005, so again it gets complicated for reprints and whatnot because Kodansha basically took over from Del Rey. And Boys Over Flowers or Hanayori Dango, what can I say about it? Wow, this collection is always valuable when it sells complete, so... Alright, we'll jump into the singles here, and Triage X 4 and 5, holy smokes. Like I said with Naruto Volume 1, the holographic gold foil, 1 in 5,000, definitely a lot of people are buying these up now. They are, as far as like collectibles go, for English language manga, I think they are one of the best known collectibles out there. But Jormungand, Volume 6, holy cow. It just goes to show you that the ones that are really, really valuable are the hardest to get. Anyway, thanks again for watching, everybody. I'm going to post this and go back to reading. So, thanks for watching again. Super duper appreciate it, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.